Father of the Year edition.
Oh, nice.
Yes. One moment.
Are you
I'll
going to
save.
return that to your dad?
Fucking got him.
Yes.
Okay.
I'm on fire.
Whenever you're ready,
Right,
gentlemen.
I gotta turn this off. Watching a hockey game and trying to do a podcast is no bueno.
I don't know. We might see the true Canadian in Dan.
Not really, because I don't care.
We'll be talking. Dan will just get quiet, and he immediately just starts screaming at like something off screen.
Could be the hockey game, could be the kids, could be the wife. Nobody knows. So anyway,
And then-
welcome to another edition of Why Did Ask For.
Oh, we hit it right off the bat there. I like it. Okay. Go.
I started recording a couple minutes ago,
Oh, okay.
because I'm like that.
It's okay. 'Cause
I,
you're
li-
Canadian.
I like
Sneaky.
that. I like the new intro style rather than just starting at, "Hey, welcome." It's like,
Yeah.
have a little lead-up conversation, you know.
That's cool. Yeah, that's
So
not-
as always, I'm your host Dan. With me is Pat
hello, everybody.
and Tip.
How we?
Barely made it.
They both have Capri Sun today.
It's true. And apparently, Tip is about to die. What is this? What is this that Dan has?
Pepsi.
Pepsi.
Pepsi. Oh, okay, that looked like something else there for a second. I was like, they don't have that in Canada.
What did it look
I'm
like?
sure they have Bud Light in Canada.
Oh,
Bud
okay.
Light? Yeah, we do. It's gross.
It's an import in Canada.
It is. I don't drink that shit.
Neither do Americans, don't worry.
I
So-
drink Moosehead or nothing.
Oh man. Oh, so speaking of things that start with moose, I went to the Alamo Draft House this weekend.
How does that start with moose?
Bear with me.
Okay.
There's this one beer, and I'm sure some people are aware of it. It's called Moose Drool. I think I talked
we've
about
talked
it on an
about-
old
yeah.
podcast.
We talked about
They
it.
have it on draft, and they had it for $5. It was glorious. It was just the most amazing thing in the world. That Alamo Draft House place. Oh man, that is nice.
I need to,
Um,
I need to get
I'm
me
gonna
one.
have to. Movie tavern. That's what I got.
You got a movie tavern?
Yep. City
get
View Movie Tavern.
I got like Cineplex or some shit.
That's
Big-
cool.
Big national chain. Not
That's
really.
You know, not as good as Alamo Draft House, but that you're getting there.
I'm not a big fan of Alamo Draft
I'm
House,
just kidding.
and I went to the one with the Alamo.
Did you sure you went to the Alamo Draft House? You didn't just go sit inside the Alamo and wait for someone to serve you a beer?
Man, this movie sucks.
No, Alamo Draft House started in San Antonio.
Oh,
I used to live there,
well,
Me
obviously
too.
that makes sense.
Yeah. so I went to the original. Then I went to the one in New Braunfels, and then I
So-
started getting shit faced watching Netflix. So happy.
I like how the story progressed to that.
Yeah.
That's very good.
Wait a minute. Then I figured I could do this at home for cheaper. Good plan.
Yeah.
You know, it's weird that we live now in a world where I don't know if this was the case with you, Dan, but when we were growing up, like our grandmas used to watch telenovelas nonstop. No,
My grandma didn't.
Well,
She's
okay.
from Germany.
Telenovela, no. But
like her stories.
my grandma used to watch Young and the Restless. I think she still does to this
There you
day.
go.
It was like every
My
day.
grandma is a Wheel of Fortune nut. I think she has a crush on Pat Sajak.
That's possible.
He's
but
such
here's
a
my-
handsome young lad.
But here's my point: is that we used to kind of pick on grandma for watching her stories or whatever it is. Yet we live in an age now where we binge watch entire seasons of Netflix at a time.
True.
Yeah.
You know,
You know, I when I first moved out here, I refused to get cable.
Mhm.
So what I did was I watched Netflix, and then when I ran out of shows, after binge watching NCIS, Numbers, Sherlock,
Oh, Numbers was such a good show.
it was, and I binge watched all of them. I was like, I'm out of TV. I guess I need cable.
Yeah.
I was, it's funny. I like cable for certain things, like, I'm trying to think of some. I'm sure there is some. Well, no.
I like TV for something. Wait, what was it again?
You know what? Because it makes the wife happy. That's why I got
It's
cable.
definitely not sports.
No.
Well, although, on the last podcast I had mentioned that I was going to learn about. Oh God, I was going to learn about. I already know about God. Everybody, I'm just talking about something different because to put his eye on the thing. Anyway, I wanted to learn about hockey.
Yes.
So I think what I should do here is explain what it is I understand about hockey, and you can tell me if I've completely got it wrong or right, and you can help me fill in the blanks, more or less.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, so, and I didn't learn it from that creepy guy at Chili's that was sitting next to me at the bar.
Very good.
Essentially, okay, there's an ice rink,
Yes.
from what I understand. And
Yes.
inside this ice rink, there are two goalies, and each team is made up of 3 offensive, 2 defensive, plus a goalie.
Yes.
Right.
Yes.
Okay. And
Well, on the ice at any given time. The
right.
whole
Okay.
team is made up of 23 skaters and 2 goalies.
Did you see that glorious line change where they were celebrating the goal and everyone fell out of the box?
No,
Boy.
but that sounds amazing. Go on.
This may be related to that. So they have to one of the offense people has to get past the opponent's blue line, and then the rest of them can pass the blue line, and then he can start passing it to other people. But if he's like in the middle
Yes.
and he passes it to someone across the blue line, then it's offsides, right?
No.
Icing.
If the puck crosses the line before the offensive player, then it's fine. If the player crosses before the puck, unless the skater is skating backwards and in full control, then it's offside. So he can, if he wants to show off, be skating towards the blue line, turn around, maintain control, come in over the blue line backwards, and it'd still be okay.
Oh, okay.
But essentially, as long as the puck goes across before the offensive players, then you're fine. Otherwise, offside.
Okay, but here's the part that I had a question.
Okay.
Is that I also learned that if he's past the blue line, so the rest of the team gets to pass the blue line. But if for whatever reason the person who's holding the puck goes back behind the line again, does the rest of the team has to come back also before they can start passing to each other, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Okay. All right.
Yeah.
So. All right, there you go. See,
So in other
there.
news, I'm very proud of myself. I had chili cheese fries today and wore a white shirt, and
It's still clean.
no damage,
Yep.
huh?
can wear it again tomorrow.
In other news, I'll be picking these up tomorrow, and I'm going to show them a brief preview. So, remember I was talking about our artist friend who's doing drawings of us?
We have friends? Oh, for those of you that need to watch our video version of the podcast, Dan is now showing a picture of Tip.
So that's what she drew for Tip.
And what's the name of our fabulous artist once again?
Melanie.
Melanie. Okay. Oh my gosh.
There's Pat in his Ghostbuster shirt.
Very nice,
I
very
look
nice.
very Hawaiian, and I love it.
Here's the ever lovable Jesse.
Who never shows up.
The elusive Pokemon.
Yes. Yeah, he's the legendary
He's like Mewtwo.
rare. And of course, everybody's favorite.
Is that
Me.
is that the homeless guy?
Yeah, it's the homeless guy.
No, that's awesome.
me
I remember
and-
that was the first one you showed us.
I'm holding a Tim Hortons coffee, and she nailed my sweater. Like, I've had this sweater for probably 5-6 years now, and I wear it as an overcoat, sort of.
Nice.
But I guess she
It's
I haven't
naked
I haven't
underneath.
seen her for a while, but she remembers that I wear that. Nailed it. So those are just on paper, pen and paper sketches. We'll be able to do more with them, obviously, when we get the digital versions. But I mean, she did an amazing job on all of this. She nailed
Yeah, oh
it.
yeah.
Oh no,
Very
that's,
impressed.
So I'm picking
her
those up
name-
tomorrow.
Her name reminds me when I was in 8th grade, my dad, Forever the Optimist, sent me to a science and engineering camp at the university in El Paso.
As you do.
uh-huh.
And
Yes, you do. Yeah.
yeah, just that my dad thought, oh, he's gonna take over a family business. Yeah, he's smart. So
I'm not laughing.
way to miss
Purpose.
the mark on that one, Pop.
No, I mean you're freaking. Look where you're working now. So I mean, come on, please.
I sit in a room
Plays on Google
and I
all
get
day.
paid.
Sit in Google all day.
But,
Anyway, who doesn't? Go on.
So he sent me to this camp, and of course he told our buddy Chase. He told his parents, so his mom's like, "Oh, Jonathan can do that." So she's Filipino, and that's my best Filipino accent.
All right.
But it's also Julian's grandma's accent. Go figure. She's a
Alright.
little old Mexican. But
Yeah.
Okay.
There's.
Okay.
so my dad and we get signed up for this engineering summer camp. Not known to my dad because he didn't do the legwork to figure it out. It's meant for high schoolers. So all these people are like juniors, sophomores, and juniors in high school. And here I am. I haven't even gone into 8th grade yet. It was the
Nice.
summer between 7th and 8th grade. So Jonathan and I show up. I'm 13. He's 12. I think we were both 13 at that point. And like everyone else is like 16, 17. There was a girl named Melanie who kept calling the house, and my mom finally, like, as I'm talking to her, because I'm thinking, yeah, this is really cool. She's hot. She's older than me. This is working out.
13-year-old Tip, man. It's never stopped. Go on.
And my mom just in the background on the phone with this girl. Does she know you're only 13? I was like, son of a bitch.
Oh, she totally fucked you.
Yeah.
Not cool, Mom. Not cool.
No.
Okay, in Tip's mom's defense, what was he gonna do? Hey, baby, want to go over and watch some G.I. Joe?
Doesn't matter.
It
No?
would have worked out. I did win every award in that engineering camp.
Oh.
Fucking
Because
brag
my dad
about
built all my projects.
it. So
You're
you
gonna be at
cheated.
an engineering camp, and you're gonna cheat. Have an engineer do it.
True.
Maybe
be
I'm
fair,
not so dumb.
He did have an unfair disposition being younger than the entire class, so that makes sense, but it seems kind of like overkill that your dad helped you with it, because your dad's like designed
No,
bridges
he
and
didn't,
overpasses.
He didn't help me with it. He did
He
it.
did it. That's awesome.
Did you
Yeah.
ever have your parents help you with anything that they probably shouldn't have done? Like
No.
school projects? No?
No, I
once-
mean, like, I think probably when I was like grade 5 or below, they probably helped me with stuff, but no.
I had to one time make a toothpick bridge for a class called Math and Modeling, and that was a class that you took when you sucked at pre-cal and calculus. So like, okay, I'll take the stupid class. I learned how to sign checks. It was great.
Nice.
I
But
took
one of-
calculus. I should have taken math and models. I took calculus.
Well, I mean, I couldn't deal with that teacher, but that's a story for another day. I had to make a toothpick bridge, and basically it just had to be able to support the weight of a 5-pound little thing, and it was basically so you can understood the balance of it. And I just remember that we went to go house sit, and I fell asleep, and when I woke up, there was a toothpick bridge. And what had happened, I think my mom and my brother felt sorry for me that I had to try to do this science project over while house sitting, so they did it for me, and it
Nice.
came out real nice. It was
Well, I have a similar story. We had to build a popsicle stick bridge for this class, or for this camp. And my dad saw me attempting to build it. I had the saw, and I was doing this, and then I cut my finger. I was like, son of a bitch.
you still
So
have a finger.
yeah. So he's just like, oh, go put a Band-Aid on it. So I put a Band-Aid, and I go back. It's like, okay, Dad, I'm ready to help. And just like with the dog last year, he's like, no, I got it.
Poor Tip. Didn't
And-
get to
and that's
keep
my
his
life.
dog.
That's my life. Every time some challenge arose, my parents were there. I got it.
To be fair, it would be almost impossible for us to be having a podcast right now if Tip still had that dog in his apartment, because there's a humongous storm outside Tip's window. And he just sent us a picture. And I know we're not really too forward on the link up, but maybe we can just somehow link this to an Imgur file. It
I
looks
don't
like
know how to get it off WhatsApp.
just send it to me, or I'll get it. I'll get it from there. But essentially, it looks like a scene from Out of Independence Day, where the spaceship is crashing through the clouds. It's insane.
Dan hasn't seen it.
No.
Dan, you haven't seen Independence Day.
No, Independence Day I've seen.
Oh,
Whatever.
but you haven't seen.
No, whatever Tip sent, because it wouldn't load on my phone.
Okay.
And then when
we're
I
gonna have
jumped
to see a
jumped
picture.
on the desktop, it won't scroll back that far.
Yeah.
What can you do?
Yep.
Tip's ready to fight the aliens, I think. He's got to go get the President of the United States, who will man an F-14.
No.
No?
Our current one couldn't do it, and I'm not too enthused with the prospects.
That
for the
looks like
next
you're
one,
heading
so-
for another Clinton presidency, huh?
Yeah.
Yep. I've already got my paperwork from political asylum. I'm going to Belize.
You don't want to come here.
It's so terrible right now. It's like the having to pick between two bad choices. There is no winner. It's just going to be crap.
Gary Johnson.
That's not true,
There's
yeah.
a third choice.
Yeah, there's other parties. Just vote for them.
Okay.
Give the Green Party a shot. I mean, those poor bastards have been in existence forever and never been elected. Not even once. Just go
terrible.
Green. That's all. Anyway, enough politics.
Yeah.
Let's elect the aliens, if those really are aliens, where Tip is.
No, it was just rain.
There would be no electing if there was aliens. They would just take over. Come on now.
We don't know that. Maybe they're diplomatic. You know.
No.
No, aliens have never been diplomatic.
Never. In the history of aliens, never once. Get
Have
your
you
shit
watched
together,
any of the
Pat.
movies?
Yeah, right.
Aliens, Predator.
Right?
It's gonna be the title of this episode. Aliens are never diplomatic.
Even in Event Horizon, when the aliens were supposed to be like, "Oh, we're gonna help you," they weren't.
Nope.
I think I meant Contact. Contact was the one that's like, "Oh, we're gonna help you."
What about
You all suck.
E.T.? E.T. was a friendly little guy. He's helping out.
He was
He
friendly
was-
because he was by himself.
Yeah,
What would you do if you're dropped on a foreign land with nobody else around? You can be nice
Pat
to
would go-
everybody.
Pat
What-
would go, "Ouch."
Very, very accurate description of it.
Yeah.
But what about the aliens from Men in Black? They were like pretty civilized. They would just kind of hang out with the rest of society.
The ones that weren't trying to kill us. You like completely glossed over the point of those movies.
But it was like one out of how many? I
It
mean,
wasn't one. It was the whole thing is they talk about these wars and they gave us the galaxy because we didn't know how to use it.
oh,
True.
oh, okay.
That
What
movie,
about-
that movie made me want a pug.
That movie.
I think it was the second one, but whatever one had the pug in it, and then I was like, I want
think-
one
I
of
think both of them did.
Yeah,
Yeah, his name was Frank.
those.
yeah.
Sure.
And then, but aren't pugs like if you breed pugs, don't they have like a really hard time breathing or something? They have like respiratory problems.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I just wanted to bring up the mood of the podcast a little bit.
Yeah, gee,
They
thanks,
die.
Yeah. You know if you get a pug, it's gonna die sooner.
Yeah, well, I mean, you could elect the president. It'd be perfect. No?
What?
I don't know.
Because we're just trying to tie it into the present thing. Never mind. Go on.
This is the
So
wrong
Dan
thing to
missed
try
Game
and
of Thrones. Let's talk Game of Thrones spoilers.
Don't you dare.
Tip, go. I'm just kidding.
I was gonna learn Dothraki in the 15 minutes between when I found Dan didn't watch it and just do the whole spoiler in Dothraki, but then I thought that's really hard,
No kidding.
and I called my dad and he said, "Not going on your podcast." And he hung up on
Why
me.
not? Your dad's
Because
such a party pooper.
I don't think he would. I think he would, like, understand it, but he wouldn't put up with it.
He's 75 and it's past his bedtime.
75.
Yeah, my dad's old.
Holy shit.
Yeah. Still looks good, though.
Yeah.
Still looks really young.
That just blows me away because my dad's 53? 52?
52, huh?
I think it's 52.
See, hold on real quick. Let's get out the calculator.
But he was 22 when he had me.
Oh, okay, there you go. That's the math I wanted to do. Nothing wrong with that. Not that there's anything wrong.
He was 21 when he had my sister. My mother? No. No.
Uh-oh.
He was. Oh, now I'm lost. My mom was 19 when she had my sister, and she's 2 years older than me. Yeah,
My
that makes sense. My
dad-
dad was 20. He was 22 when he had me. Yeah.
My dad was 43 when I was born. My mom was 22.
Damn.
Yeah.
That's some biblical stuff there, man. He's like already going into grandpa age and still birth me another son. You've only given me women so far.
I was the second.
Okay, well, that's him.
So-
you only give me one.
And my sister's 8 years older than me. No.
I'm assuming
No,
a
that
different
math
mother.
doesn't work out. No, my mom was 28 when I was born. She was 22 when my sister was born. So my sister's 6 years older than me.
All right, that works out a little better.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, either that or it's a different mother.
Yeah, no, it's definitely not a different mother.
Same mother. So she wasn't
Yeah.
16 when she had your sister.
No.
Thank God.
You know, it seems like it used to be such a taboo that you had a kid so young, but nowadays that's all there is.
Actually,
no, it's
it
more
went
taboo now. It was
Yeah,
more
it
common
went-
back then.
commonplace, married, kids by 16, dead by 30.
True.
That's how it used to be.
Married at 13, kids by 13 and a half. Those were the days.
Just started watching Game of Thrones and then knocked it over. So if by old people standards or by the old time standards, Tip should already be dead, and I'm going to be dead next, and then Dan's up after that, right?
I'm older than you.
You are older than me?
Yeah?
Oh, okay.
We just did math, Pat.
My God.
No. I know. I'm sorry. I'm just trying to pay attention.
85, Pat. 1985.
80. Oh, okay. We have to be nice with Dad. He's off his medication. Grandpa gets cranky.
He's fucking older than I am.
Well, Tip's older than everybody. Nothing.
I like how Dan pointed like this because to me, it looked like Dan was pointing towards the start bar.
That is something that's always
Oh,
kind of weird about whenever I watch the video podcasts on YouTube. Is for those of us that only listen to us, it's the Skype channel with the boxes everywhere. But when Dan posts his video, he's a little box at the bottom, and then me and Tip are the two boxes at the top. So it's like I was thinking, should I just do the podcast like this
No.
and be like, is he on the other side? Dan, is he over here?
What? Oh, no. You're right. You're right. I get what you're
Tip.
saying.
No, he's over here.
What's
He's
up,
over there.
Pat?
Yeah.
So I turn this way. Hey, Tip, how
No,
are we
Tip,
doing
turn
today?
the other way.
Oh, hey,
There
Pat.
you go.
How's it going, man?
This is riveting podcast.
Hey, Tip, real quick for our audio listeners, let's do a high five. Ready? 1, 2, 3. All
That
right.
was way off.
Well, it was there in spirit. So yeah, for our
The-
audio
the
listeners, that
magic-
was very compelling.
The magic of editing.
We tried. That's not gonna happen. I've decided I don't edit anymore.
You know, before I go too far off from Alamo Draft House, which I totally completely did, also saw Civil War, Captain America: Civil War, and instead of telling you what my opinions are, instead I'm going to express my frustration with other people who tell me their opinions of it, and I think this will qualify, so there's not spoilers.
Okay.
Bear with me.
Greatest movie ever written.
Well, that's what happens. Is that other people go to watch it, and then the next day, especially with like our group, the group me, the Blubberhood, and all that stuff, everybody says, "Well, I didn't know that I was going to like it, but I loved it." And then it's kind of like, "This isn't going to be a spoiler, but let me say," and they always do that. It's always this little like, "Guys, I'm not going to tell you anything, but you have to see." I'm like, "Shut up!" You can say like, "Hey, I saw the movie. You guys check it out." Perfect. That's not too,
I
spoiler.
have no interest in it.
You have no
neither.
interest in? Oh, you're both terrible people. That's okay.
Well, I think we went over this last week.
Okay, well, still.
Actually, I do, but not because of any real reason.
Here we go. Tip in his vagueness. His cryptic.
Okay.
Scarlett Johansson's in it. I like Scarlett Johansson. She's a good actress.
Yeah. Good actress. Yeah.
You could never tell that she had a baby between Age of Ultron and Civil War.
She had a baby?
She was pregnant while they were filming Age of Ultron.
Oh.
The more you know.
That's right. But yeah, that's just been kind of my thing about like spoilers. I guess I'm
Is
weird.
it Ultron's baby?
Oh god, no, I don't think so.
This is kind of funny that you're going on about spoilers and what did Tip and I do after the first Game of Thrones episode? Laid it all out fucking day one.
Yeah, you're the worst kind of people. Luckily, I'm indifferent to Game of Thrones, so it's like, oh, you can talk about
That's
whatever
because
you
you
want.
haven't seen it.
I know.
You haven't
Once
watched a
you
single
see it-
episode.
I will watch it eventually. I keep saying that I will. But like I said, I'm
in
looking
like
for a more
4 years
conclusive.
from now when it's over.
I would really like to meet Kit Harrington. Is
Mhm.
that his name? I'd like to meet him. I'd really like to meet Amelia. I don't know her last name.
Clark.
Clark. I knew it was something like that.
Yeah.
And oh man, the little fellow.
Peter Dinklage.
Yeah, Peter Dinklage.
Yeah,
I'd like.
Peter Dinklage. Yeah.
I would like to hang out with them on a regular basis.
Why?
I think it'd be fun.
I think there was some petition to vote Peter Dinklage as president, like as a write-in candidate.
Is he an American?
Yeah.
Okay, well there you go. See, yeah, we should
You
totally
didn't
vote
know
him.
that?
No.
I don't watch Game of Thrones. I can't be held accountable for this.
Yeah.
We should totally.
It's totally
vote him.
American. It's weird to hear because the first time I ever saw him was on Game of Thrones. So the first time I heard him speak normally, I was like, "What?"
Well, you played a lot of Destiny, right? And you know that he was a Dinklebot, right?
I didn't play Destiny.
You didn't play Destiny.
No.
All right, we're gonna have a serious discussion after this.
It's the same reason I decided against the Division. Because I know I played the Division beta and I put it up on our channel, and I had fun playing the beta, but I didn't realize like exactly what it was. But it's like that same RPG style shooter, and I was like,
Yeah, there is a lot of like cloning in video games right now.
I thought I would. No, it's not even that it was like the same. Like I thought I'd try it out, but then the more I read about like what it actually is, and the story was and it's all about the end game, and I'm not about grinding levels and shit, so I'm not gonna bother.
I heard it's pretty good. I mean, I heard that it kind of gets unnecessarily like too much, like where you have to have these super powerful weapons, and then an update will show up, and then all your super powerful weapons are immediately not as great anymore. So then you have to go out and find even more powerful weapons, and it's like, well, then what's the point of all this stuff?
Yeah, it's something like light levels or something. I don't know.
It's pretty cool. I think it was pretty good in the time that I played it.
I mean, I say that, but then I don't know. I guess maybe it's just because it's a shooter RPG. Because like, I played the Star Wars MMO for.
Well, did you play
months.
like Borderlands?
No.
Never played Borderlands? Okay. See, that's why we got to play that game.
Well, I played Borderlands 2 on stream for a little bit with you, but
Okay, well then this is why we need to start a Borderlands 2 campaign, including Tip, because it is really awesome. It is essentially an RPG with a first-person shooter.
yeah, but it doesn't have like PvP zones and shit, right?
I think you can like request a duel, but you don't.
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't. I don't know
I
if there's
remember that.
PvP areas we have to do that.
No, not specifically. Oh, here we go.
Okay. What's this? Thank you, Tip. Tip just posted a picture of the division, which is 4 divided by 2 is 2.
I think that's right.
And he's not even sure if he's right.
Man, this American educational system is really failing us today.
I'm the one that took calculus.
Oh, that's awful.
Actually,
Just awful.
what made me stop with math was when they introduced imaginary numbers.
What made me stop with math?
when you got to imaginary numbers, I was like, "Fuck it, I'm out."
Yeah.
What do you mean imaginary numbers?
Like,
So you're doing an equation, and you get to a point where it doesn't work. So you put in an imaginary number that makes it work. That's represented by a lowercase I. Yeah. That's the look I gave as a...
I wouldn't know. I took like basic math, and it was only required in grade 9, 10, and 11, so I didn't take it in grade 12. Like, fuck that. I looked at the required courses. I'm like, okay, I have to take English all 4 years of high school, or 5 in my case.
okay, for our
Science is only mandatory for 2. Math is only mandatory for 3. So I'm like, that's all I'm taking.
for our math savvy people out there, I'm gonna say this: an imaginary number is a complex number that can be written as a real number multiplied by the imaginary unit I, which is defined by a property I squared equals negative 1.
Wow. We're really going to pull the audience in with this one.
I just wanted to mention that real quick because I wanted to be clear about what Tip was talking about. Hey, so I completed
Imaginary numbers make things work.
right.
In politics, in accounting, and in mathematics.
They shouldn't be doing that in accounting, Tip.
You shouldn't be doing it in anything.
I just completed a 34 chapter online course in 2 days, and
For
I
what?
hate. I shouldn't say I hate it. No, I love it actually. It's all
Offensive
of,
driving.
no. It's actually, let me get the proper term for it, but it was basically so I can keep my hours for a license that I have, and it's all about the regulatory stuff about the insurance industry. And that was one that was because what it ended up happening is that I had to do. You have to do 24 credit hours, and then I took a 3.5 hour class, a 9 hour class, which is hell, and the ultimate hell, which is a 12 hour class. And I found out that the 12 hour class only counted for 3 because you could only do so much of a certain kind of class, and it made no sense to me. So I had to call into this place. And I'm like, okay, we'll give you 8.5 hour class. I'm like, great. So I had to take an additional 8 hour class. And that 8 hour class was 34 chapters. And I had to get it all taken care of before May 23rd. So I spent 2 days saying I'd rather be miserable for 2 days than miserable for 2 weeks. And not only did I read all the chapters, but I passed every single one of the exams with 100%.
I spent 10 years saying, I'll go to class tomorrow.
Me too. Sorry, I'm just looking up something here, guys.
No, that's fine. I understand. So, Tip, how's the weather looking?
Really perfect now.
Really perfect now.
Storm's passed. It's probably over Arlington right now.
The last time we had a podcast with you, it looked like you're gonna be swept away like the Wizard of Oz.
Yes. So we've done 3 podcasts. Well, the past 3 weeks have been storms every Tuesday. And we record on Tuesdays.
Shitstorm Tuesday.
Yep.
There you go.
One of these days I'll see
Hey,
a
that's
tornado.
good. That's a t-shirt. Cool.
One of these days I'll see a tornado.
And I mean, do tornadoes happen in Dallas?
Yeah.
Okay. Well,
He,
Yeah,
told,
please.
he told me when you went to give your son to your wife that in seeing this bad weather and posting pictures to us, he then stood outside waiting to see a tornado.
I did.
expected one.
He was just hoping. And see him in the
you
middle
know-
of the street going, come on.
I was on my patio. And I felt very secure on my patio. And I've just always wanted to see one.
Is it
I
because
have.
is it because you have patio lanterns out there?
Yes.
No?
They're little
no
tiki
one?
lights.
Patio lanterns?
Yeah, song.
Oh no, I'm not sure what that is.
Oh, no, I was thinking.
Awful.
That's okay.
Awful. Actually, I
Sorry.
don't even know if that's the name of the song, but
Well, you know, in El Paso, a lot of kids
Oh.
will call their uncles
it
Tio.
absolutely is. By Kim
Right?
Mitchell.
So I'm a Pat Tio to my.
Whoops.
Never mind.
Sorry.
God damn it.
Sorry about
Pat.
that little
Sorry.
audio burst.
Oh
there, guys.
man, Pat.
Well, no, is that bad? I'm sorry. Dan, did you? No, you
I
hit
totally
nothing.
missed that because I accidentally loaded a YouTube video and it started to play.
It's probably for the best. You know what?
Yeah, it's for the best, Pat.
You know what Tip reminds me of when you say that he was out there looking at the tornado, like he was looking for a tornado?
What?
Is that there's that famous image of a news anchor thing that says, a quote from man who got stabbed. What are you gonna do? Stab me? I can imagine Tip saying, the safest place to be during a tornado is my patio.
Well, I figure if I can see it, I'll know where to go.
It's true. I hear that when a tornado's coming, there's no question that it's a tornado. Like you hear this train engine coming at you and everything starts shaking and it's really hard to get out of the way.
I wouldn't know.
But if you live by a train
didn't see
track,
it.
you might be confused.
Oh, that's true. Well,
I did.
hmm.
I don't know if you could make it out in the audio I was posting, but I could hear the tornado sirens.
Really?
Sirens.
Yeah.
Nice.
So
I
of
guess
course
that's enough
I'm
to get
out
your
there.
hopes up.
I'm out there even more. Like, okay, sirens are going off.
So we
Nothing.
have to use this weather to our advantage. If you need to be out there, like reporting like a reporter, be like, I'm here at J-Rod. No, people don't know what that is. Never mind. But I am out here reporting in the middle of a storm and just make up a bunch of nonsense. And
You'll probably just see me recording, getting wet, and all this wind and everything going, I'm not a smart man. And then the tornado picks me up and I go away to Oz or something.
we'll be
That's
like,
right. That's how it
"Tip,
works, right?
I know you're flying away, but please throw us back down your phone so we can get the video.
Don't lose the footage. Awful. Awful.
Awful.
And Tip comes back from the tornado with receipts for reimbursement. Wait, what the hell? What did you buy in a tornado?
There was a Whataburger.
It was a tornado sale.
Awful.
Okay.
Awful.
No? Oh, man.
Awful.
That's why I don't try.
Nobody knows what the fuck a Whataburger is. Shut up.
Whataburger's
Texas
amazing.
knows what a Whataburger
Oh,
is.
man. Okay, think about Tim Hortons, but actually good, right? And it's the most
Whoa.
amazing burger you will ever experience.
First of all, we don't serve burgers. Okay?
No? Okay, go on.
It's a coffee place.
I know you don't serve burgers. That's what I'm saying. Oh, it's a coffee house.
Or a cafe and bake shop if they're in the States.
I've
Yeah,
never
okay,
heard
no, I know.
those.
Kind of like like a little...
You guys don't have them yet. I'm sure they'll make it down there, though.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm not criticizing Tim Hortons. I'm just saying Whataburger's, in theory, a really good place.
I think Skype just crashed.
No, that's just you.
I can hear you, Tip. Can you hear us?
I can hear you guys.
He's still there.
It's like the
Oh,
right.
okay, it's back. It's just everything paused. And
Can you hear me now? His video
So-
cuts out and he's just standing, cuts back in and he's standing in the tornado. I fucking told you.
But yeah.
Yeah. Well, guys, I think that's we've pretty much run dry today.
Oh yeah.
Here he goes with his faces again. Yeah, I mean we're at time. We better wrap up here. So
Yeah.
if there's anything else you guys want to throw out there, do it now.
We didn't get into talking about how Bruce Jenner's gonna pose nude for.
Gross.
Come on, guys. I mean, are we a news outlet? Are we a news outlet? Come
No,
on.
we're not a news outlet.
No.
Especially if
We're
that's
three
today's
guys.
news.
Yeah, we're three guys that sit around talking.
That's pretty much it.
I'm sorry. That's a correction. Caitlyn Jenner is going to pose nude for Sports Illustrated cover.
That makes it so much better.
Yeah.
Is there going to be a banana for scale?
Okay. She's going to be wearing a hockey jersey.
Oh, that makes it even worse.
I'm just kidding, Dan. That's
All
okay.
right.
She can be wearing a banana. I'm like,
Don't depress me.
well,
I thought she got that removed. No?
no, apparently she didn't. It's just tucked in between where it should be.
Oh, well, then she just
How are you so versed in this, Pat?
just keep
I just pay attention to that stuff. I heard it on another podcast.
Why?
Huh?
Why?
Well, she wants to be a woman, but she didn't want to. I mean, he didn't want to get the bits
Somebody
chopped
doesn't
off.
want to be a woman.
Exactly, but I mean, come on.
Commit.
He's just your stereotypical man that loves breast thin.
True. And wearing makeup.
Which can we really fault him for? Really?
I guess not. I'm gonna have to cut the
Yes,
whole
that's-
fucking
that-
end of this. You realize that?
That's not a problem. Come on. Okay. Anyway, all right. We should probably start wrapping up.
I don't know.
Running dry, and yeah, you know.
That's your fault, Dan. You asked if there was anything
Ah,
else.
man,
Well, guys, I think we're at time, so we're just gonna cut it here. And thanks everybody for joining us, and hopefully we made you ask. Why did ask for?
Why did end?
Indeed.
Look, it says dead, and then January 15.
Fantastic.